Hello, I'm Thal Smith, and today I'm reviewing Doctor Who: The Last Dodo. I mostly do enjoy this book, but there are a few problems I want to address, so let me go over them quickly. Okay, because this story is about the last of each species, obviously there was some environmental aspects put into the story. Now, it wasn't too much to be overbearing or a nuisance, but it is there, especially in a good chunk of the first half of the book. So not too much to be annoying, but it gets a little close at times. I think it would have been better if at least part of what they're saying was put towards the very end of the book. That way you had a little more break in the beginning from the stuff about the thinking environment stuff. It can get very preachy over a while. Thankfully, it never got too preachy to be annoying, and but it was there. Okay, problem number 2 is this weird sequence with Martha and this other character from the story. I don't know why they did this, but they made Martha treat this other character, this minor character, like shit for no real reason. It's just very mean and rude and just out of nowhere, and it shouldn't have been there. And likely it's only like that for a couple of chapters, but I'm still very confused as to why they even did that. Anyways, the final thing, which is more of just a nitpick than a real issue, is the fact that the book happens to have this zoo book that gives details of every animal, and so they keep mentioning this zoo book a few times, only about maybe 4 times overall. But at the end of each chapter, there was these pointless, I don't know if you can see it, but they just give random info about what the animal is and gives a list of the animals they run across and so forth. So that happens quite a bit, and it's not really necessary. But that bit, like I said, you can just skip to the next page. Yeah, all around, it is a very good, fun book when we get to the story. And like I said, the other stuff I mentioned, both the environmental one and the quib with the zoo book, they're just quibs more than being real issues, because they're not too overbearing. There's so many fascinating ideas and concepts, and most of the characters are really, really good and interesting, for the most part. You have a fantastic idea of this museum of the last ones, and then there's strange mysteries as exhibits are being stolen, and you run across some very interesting characters, even minor characters are really memorable. It's a very good, entertaining, fun read.